Looking for your next car or need expert service? Number 7 Auto Mall has you covered. With hundreds of vehicles ready to drive, you can choose from top brands like Honda, Infiniti, Volkswagen, Toyota, Mazda, and Nissan. Whether it's finding your dream car or getting the best service, our team is here to make it happen at prices that fit your budget. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at number 7 Auto Mall today.
Assistant coach Eric Pazuska, general manager Stacy Giordata. And now introducing our match officials who were appointed for today's MilkUP and MilkUP finals. Referee Najib Al-Masri. Assistant referee Ryan Ramirez. Assistant referee Shirley Wilson. And the fourth official Eric Nussbaum. Introducing our special guest today representing Ontario Soccer is Brenda Brown, Vice Chair of Ontario Soccer Board of Directors. Soccer fans, please rise and remove, if you're able, and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center here in gorgeous Vaughan, Ontario. My name is Pierce Lang. This is your MilkUP Ontario Cup final. It's U16 boys here today. Thunder Bay Chill taking on Toronto United FC. We're going to be playing two 45-minute halves that are going to go straight to penalties if we're tied after the final whistle. 5 shooters aside, then it's sudden death. The MilkUP Ontario Cup, Ontario Soccer's outdoor provincial championship, is the largest club competition of its kind in Canada. As one of the oldest and most prestigious amateur sporting events in the country, the MilkUP Ontario Cup was first staged in 1901 and has operated continuously since, with the exception of World War II and during the global pandemic in 2020. The MilkUP Ontario Cup has enjoyed a fantastic season in 2025 as the 109th edition of this vibrant Soccer for Life competition has played out safely across the province with thousands of participants. After an amazing summer of competition, the MilkUP Ontario Cup finals are now set. What began with a massive 566 teams across all divisions has been whittled down to the last 24 in the U13 through U17 and men's and women's categories, with teams vying for the MilkUP Ontario Cup glory during the first 2 weekends of September at these finals hosted at the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center here in gorgeous sunny Vaughan, Ontario. Join us live in venue or through our online match center as these teams make Ontario soccer history this weekend. And new this year, fans can enjoy even more coverage through Ontario Soccer's My Soccer app powered by BMO, featuring exclusive content like player interviews and behind-the-scenes footage you will not find anywhere else. Download the app for free today from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, and don't miss any of the action of the 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup. To add to the excitement of this storied competition, the MilkUP Ontario Cup champions in U15 and U17 and adult divisions will once again get to fly their provincial flag at the national championships in October. We wish all our teams the best of success in their pursuits of soccer excellence. Now in their 4th year, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, representing Ontario's 3,400 plus dairy producers and their families, continue their valuable support of Ontario Soccer as a premier partner and act as the exclusive partner of the MilkUP Ontario Cup. This collaboration with Ontario Soccer will bring positive outcomes to youth sports across the province. As these two teams look to kick off, Marco Callistro's Thunder Bay Chill side are going to be lining up in a 4-2-3-1, while on the other side of the pitch, Stephen Fanavong's Toronto United side will be playing in a 4-3-3 in their black and green and yellow kits, going from left to right, while Thunder Bay are going right to left in the all blue uniform, or all white. Sorry, why did I say blue? All white. I was distracted by trying to figure out. Sorry, bless me. Who the brand manufacturer was, and I just got distracted by the color of blue there. But the all white with gray accents uniforms for Thunder Bay Chill. Now that my brain's back functioning here, my name's Pierce Lang. Delighted to be here with you. This Thunder Bay side actually play in the Winnipeg, Manitoba League for their season, just for travel purposes, as it is far closer than if they were playing against most of these teams based out of southwestern Ontario and even eastern Ontario. It's a long haul getting out to those games as opposed to getting out to Manitoba. They're currently sitting third in their division. And you may recall, I certainly do because I was there for it, the MilkUP Ontario Indoor Cup final this past winter, where they were champions. They were also finalists at the USA Cup in Minnesota earlier this summer, so expect a top-tier performance from this side in white today. Toronto United lost in the semis last year in this competition. So they'll be looking to take that final step, show their consistency. They're a possession-based squad. You're going to want to watch out for a couple players here. Damian Liccato was the top scorer in the Golden Horseshoe League here this summer. The ball sent in towards the box, popped up onto the bar, and that'll go over and out for a goal kick. For Toronto United, Christian Avila starting in goal wearing number 1. In front of him, number 13, Hayden Cairns. Nathan Cameron's wearing number 7. Caden Diamond's wearing number 3. Ooh, a turnover in a dangerous position. And Toronto United trying to spring an early attack here. But as I was saying, Raymond Emrit is wearing number 10. Jovan Fiorio is wearing number 2. You're going to want to watch out for Jovan. He's a player that will impress. Duncan Glassford's wearing number 19. Matteo Graffi is wearing number 4. Matthias Hilton Biaggi is wearing number 25. Adonai James is wearing number 5. Damian Liccato is wearing number 9. And Sanjay Ravan Thala is rounding out the starting lineup wearing number 6. Ball cleared from danger by Liam Giaretti. Ball played back for Diamond. Out onto the wing. This is Glassford. Glassford trying to cut in. He'll get a foot in and get called for the foul, taking down Nathan Miller. So in goal for Thunder Bay, and they do switch keepers, generally splitting time. Finley Herbert's in there wearing number 1. In front of him, Brody Schuler wearing number 2. Nathan Miller is wearing number 6. Caleb Plassi is wearing number 7. Liam Giardetti's wearing number 10. Aiden Nigo is wearing number 11. Nathan Piscinin is wearing number 12. Jason Tawes, number 14. Kai Cameron's number 16. Ethan Dewar is wearing number 23. Alan Podomu is 26. And Gordon Podomu is wearing number 27. Podomu out onto the wing for Giardetti. This is Gordon Podomu. I'm going to call Gordon Podomu Gordon and Allen Allen, just to make it easier on all of us. Donnie James. Donnie James in towards goal, and keeper came out to play it. Hub is the official broadcast sponsor of this live stream. They're one of the largest insurance brokers in the world, and they're right here in your community with Hub. You're at the center of an integrated network that spans North America, a one-of-a-kind aggregation of insurance professionals who understand the issues you face every day. Find out more at hubinternational.com. Ken Diamond playing a ball into the middle, pressure coming, but able to slip free was Fiorio. Nathan Miller winning the ball back for Thunder Bay moments ago. Jason Taw has his pass intercepted. Swing and a miss there from Caleb Palasai. Ball played into the box, and that's going to go out over the touchline for a goal kick here very early on. Both teams still feeling each other out in these early days. We've had some fantastic action here today, friends. First and foremost, our opening game of the day going to a shootout between Cherry Beach and London Alliance. Cherry Beach coming back late from being down a goal. Fantastic drama in that penalty shootout saw London Alliance get their revenge after losing to Cherry Beach in the MilkUP Ontario Indoor Cup final this winter. And about an hour ago, we had the final whistle blow on a very dramatic game between London Dynamo Puma and the Barrie Spirit. London went up a goal in the 41st minute after a Barrie red card, and credit to Barrie for keeping their heads up and sticking with it. Here's a chance coming for Toronto United, and cleared out for a goal kick. So I was saying that last matchup, London took the lead into the break, then Barrie stuck with it. There was a red card against the keeper, and on the ensuing free kick, the rebound was headed in. And then not 2 minutes later, Barrie were awarded a penalty kick, which gave them the lead, and it went down to the final minutes. London Dynamo continued to press, but were unable to find the equalizer. And in the end, Barrie Spirit are your 2025 MilkUP Ontario Cup champions in the U16 girls division. And that leads us to this matchup between Toronto United FC's high performance side and the Thunder Bay Chill. Great work there by Jovan Fiorio, getting himself through the lines. He's a player who's very confident on the ball, as head coach Steven Vanavong was telling me that he's someone that you're going to want to watch, and that I was going to want to keep my eye on anytime. Oh, a dangerous opportunity from in tight, and a fantastic recovery there by Yeah, no, Matthias Hilton Biaggi. But yeah, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Jovan Fiorio, as he is very, very comfortable on the ball. Toronto FC is an official founding premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner of its Talented Pathway. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. Ooh, another glorious opportunity there for Thunder Bay. Cleared again. This ball goes out as far as Gordon Podomu. He slips a pass through, and shot taken quickly, but off the defender from Nathan Miller's shot. Nathan Cameron playing it back. This is Taw, working his way into the corner. Taw with it still, rounds the defender. Gets it to a teammate, and they're going to work it out back into their own end. This is Dewar putting a ball into the top of the 6. Chested down by Nathan Miller. Shot in towards goal and just over the net, off the boot of Caleb Plasai. Substitution coming here early in the match. 14th minute of play coming into the game is number 12, Tyler Mellon. Coming out of the match, number 5, Adonai James. The wind's starting to pick up here, friends. We'll see if it becomes a factor in this match. Certainly caused a lot of problems in that last game. Blowing from left to right. Any clearance that got up in the air coming out of this right defensive end was stopped almost to a standstill in the air. Full head of steam there for Hilton Biaggi. Ball out onto the wing for Miller. Miller gets it back. Cuts to his right, still with it, has a look towards goal. Head clear from danger by Caden Diamond. Fantastic recovery there by Girodetti. This Thunder Bay side's just battle tested. Up for a big game. Ball goes back to Graffi. This is Aiden Nigau. I guess it's Niagu. Ball put back into the enemy end there by Caden Diamond. Nice Nice little battle going on here. Rayhan Emright, some fancy footwork and appeals for a call, but nothing coming from our referee. This is Podomu. Ball brought down here by Graffi. Laid off for Hilton Biaggi. Lucato's pass doesn't reach its intended target. This is Diamond again collecting, going back for Hilton Biaggi. Toronto United very comfortable working the ball around in their own end. Girodetti playing it forward for Niagu. Gordon Podomu collects it in the middle. His clearance is blocked. Ball played forward to Plasai. Plasai getting it out onto the wing and continuing his run. He's found an open space if his man can get a ball over the top. Cross comes in, keeper bobbles it. Chance coming here for Thunder Bay, shot from distance, and that's just wide of Christian Avila's goal here in the 19th minute of play. Thunder Bay head coach Marco Calistro standing at the edge of his box, just quietly observing what's going on. Vanithala getting it out onto the left side. Diamond unable to control. Miller tried to get a toe onto that ball. Caden Diamond going back. Thunder Bay so disciplined defensively. Everyone just holding space. When someone comes into their quadrant, they're right there to close them down. It's up for a corner kick. Respect in sport. Let me tell you a little something about them. Ontario Soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect in Sport, the leading e-learning platform for the prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their programs and start your Respect education journey today at respectgroupinc.com. Ball swung in, back post. The attacker looked to have got his head on it. I was sure that it was Tyler Mellon who was able to connect with that, but it's going to be called a corner kick. Another ball swung in, back post. Diamond was there, unable to keep it in. Subs coming here for both sides. Looks like Lazar Pesekin's going to be coming in alongside Alejandro Morcillo for Toronto. While for Thunder Bay, it looks like Dylan Todd's going in. Coming out for him is his brother Jason. Big booming kick there from Finley Herbert. Miller getting it out onto the wing. Numbers moving forward. Niagu with it, dancing on the edge of the box. That's out off of Niagu. Niagu in with another challenge. Here he is winning the ball back. Quick little 1-2. Sees Niagu with the ball on the near sideline. He goes to ground. He's going to get the call. Niagu stays with the ball, but he's not quite standing over it. Podomu waited way too long to get a foot to that ball. Needed to make a move much sooner. Pesekin with it now on his right foot. Cuts down towards the touchline, tries to swing across and picked off and back the other way. Or Thunder Bay, Caleb Plasai doing battle here, and he's going to end up kicking that ball out for a Toronto throw. Liccato did a good job holding the ball up. Toronto United decide to work the ball back. I was chatting with Toronto head coach Stephen Van Ouvong before the game. He grew up playing himself at the Oakville Soccer Club with my pal Richard Bowden. I sat on the scholarship committee with Richard for a couple years, and here's a chance for Miller breaking into the 18. He's got a chance to put it in front, and he does. And Thunder Bay have taken just ever so slightly too long to get that shot off. They need to be a little bit more cutthroat when they've got the ball in enemy territory like that. Big shout out to Richard Bowden, who for years has been the reffing coordinator at Oakville Soccer Club. A fabulous steward of the club and its administration. There's so many people like that across the province. Whether it be the club accountants who make sure everybody's getting paid on time, or the directors of marketing, making sure that the promotions go out to make sure registrations are being brought in or the partner activations are being pulled off as promised. So many people required to get these teams to this point. The unsung heroes at the soccer clubs. You kind of forget about that sometimes when you're out there on the field with the ball at your feet, but they say raising a child takes a village. Getting your team into the MilkUP Ontario Cup Finals. Oh, what a glorious opportunity. And we've got our opening goal of the game. Literally something from nothing. Have another look at it here on the replay. I think it was a shot that went off the side of the Thunder Bay attacker's foot and buried into the back of the goal. No doubt about it, and it's 1-0 for the Thunder Bay Chill as they look to repeat here. Goal to number 23, Ethan Dewar. I say repeat, they weren't the outdoor champions, they were the indoor champions. Win the MilkUP Ontario Cup twice in 1 year, if you will. Okay, so they're giving it to Kai Cameron after all, so that's the official word on who got that goal, and it was a fabulous finish, and I imagine things will open up a little bit here now that the game is in the balance. We'll see how Toronto United respond. It's always a interesting scenario to find yourself down in a final match like this. How do you respond to getting punched in the face? That's what I always say to my players. How are you going to react when you're no longer in control of the game? This is Fiorio. Fiorio with it again. Diamond's got plenty of space available in front of him, and he's going to take every last inch of it. Pushes the ball out into the path of Morcio. His pass just a bit too far for Lazar Pesikin to get onto. Well worked play, Lazar Pesikin moving his way. This is Licata. Licata leaves it. Cameron got it back to Licata. You can see how strong that wind is blowing. That Canadian flag and the Ontario provincial flag over in that corner above the tent, almost pointing directly at the camera right now. You can understand why the ball moved the way it did on that last kick. Mellon giving chase, and he did his best to keep it in. He's going to get the throw for his side. Leaves it for Hilton Biaggi. Corner kick coming here for Toronto United. 32nd minute of play. 33rd minute of play, rather, that. No one able to really create any havoc. And that corner went into the box. Pirio will get the call. O'Neill Sportswear is a leading supplier globally to grassroots sports organizations and professional clubs alike. With over 100 years of expertise, is Ontario Soccer's proud official soccer apparel uniform. Apparel, uniform, and equipment partner. As Fiorello brings it down. For more information about their made-to-order personalized apparel and uniform solutions, visit O'Neills.com. O'Neill Sportswear, live for it. Oh, glorious opportunity and a sprawling block there from Brody Schuler. Ball into Morcillo. Schuler again able to clear. He's a big boy. Pesikin's cross blocked. This is Miller popping it up into the air. Oh, lovely sliding tackle there from Gordon Podomo. I have to imagine, oh no. I was going to say, I had to imagine Caden Diamond was going to get at least a caution there. Doesn't. Gets away with it. Miller taken down on the play. Palasai whips the ball into the box. Podomo got ahead to it. Hi, Cameron got airborne and not sure what he was trying to do. Maybe hit that ball on the bicycle, but changed his mind at the last minute. This is Damian Liccato. And again, Liccato led the Golden Horseshoe League in goals, and what a shot there off the boot of Nathan Miller. He got all of that one, just put his rising shot over the goal. Ian Souza's coming into the match along with Gabriel Breton, for Toronto, while Bennett Gasparotto came in for Thunder Bay. Nathan Cameron and Hilton Biaggi out of the match for Toronto. Licata getting it out onto the wing for Pesikin. Licata playing it again out to the right for Morcillo. Morcillo, some fancy footwork, swings the ball in and it's headed out for a corner kick. About 8 minutes left in this first half, friends. Kai Cameron with a lone goal to give Thunder Bay the lead. Ball swung in top of the 6, headed in towards goal, popped up into the air, fisted away by Finley Herbert. Gasparotto getting us back underway. Fiorillo again trying to carry the ball out of his own end. This is Nathan Miller. Miller doing his best to try and get around the defender, but unable to find any joy on that far side. Caden Diamond switching the ball on a lovely diagonal about 40 yards across the pitch. Fortunately, nothing comes of it. This is Plasai playing it forward for Miller. Miller trying to round his man, and he does. Miller with the shot in towards goal, and a glorious save there by Avila. Avila sprawling to make that beautiful save. Licato's back heel unsuccessful. Niagu playing it back into the path of Dylan Taw. Niagu gets the call. Rayhan Emright's gonna get a stern talking to. He's a player who hasn't really taken the opportunity to show off his abilities here today. He's someone with a lot of flair and style to his game. Ball into the 6, bouncing around. Really dangerous opportunity there for Thunder Bay. No one able to get to it. Miller was there. Pesikin playing it back for, or playing it forward for Licata. Here's Pesikin with it once more. Gets his man flat-footed. Cuts back. Works his way into the middle. He's down towards the touchline. Fabulous sliding challenge there from Podomu. It's Allen of the brothers Podomu. He's really the catalyst for everything that happens with this Thunder Bay Chill side. Does the dirty work, as Marco Calistro said to me before the game. Lovely run coming here from Kai Cameron. Cameron with it still cutting into the middle. Tries to find Miller. Miller with a look towards goal, and another sprawling save there by Avila. Another shot in towards Avila, and he makes a third save here in the last 2 minutes. Great crowd here on hand for this MilkUP Ontario Cup final. It's the biggest crowd we've seen today, and did you know the biggest soccer event in the world is coming to our country and province in 2026? And we want you to be a part of it. With BMO as the title partner, Generation 26 is a bold initiative designed to bring the game to every corner of Ontario, with a full calendar of events and initiatives running through the summer of 2026 and beyond. Learn more at ontariosoccer.net/Gen26. This is Alan Podomu leaving it for his keeper. Finley Herbert. So calm. So cool. Oh, you know. I may have made a mistake here. That might not be. Might not be Finley Herbert in goal. Ball into the box. Miller gets ahead to it, and he puts that one just wide of the goal. What an opportunity there for Nathan Miller. Yeah, that's my mistake. I've been giving all this credit to Finley Herbert, and he's not in goal. It's actually Nathan Pichinen. Diamond came flying forward and was out of control as he tried to push the ball out onto the wing with the outside of his boot. Podomu to his brother Podomu. Ball in for Miller. Another opportunity here for Thunder Bay as they're causing all kinds of problems. Ball swung into the box by Giardetti, but not enough on that ball to really cause any problems. Diamond's ball just over the head of Licata. Dylan Taw's ball out to the wing. A minute of additional time to be added on to this here first half. Ontario Soccer is thrilled to collaborate with Circle K, the Canadian convenience store industry leader, as a premier partner and supporter of grassroots soccer across the province. Whether to fuel up before a big game or after a hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Ooh, great ball into the box. Chance coming here for a second. Fabulous block. Sees the opportunity for Thunder Bay go by the wayside. I was saying, whether to fuel up before a big game or after a hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Visit CircleK.com to find the convenience stores nearest to you. And that is your first half, friends. Going into the break, Kai Cameron's lone goal, the difference in this one. Toronto United FC down 1-0 to Thunder Bay Chill here in your MilkUP Ontario Cup Under-16 boys final from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center in Vaughan. My name's Pierce Lang. We'll be back in just a few short minutes with your second half.
This is Canadian soccer. Not borrowed, not copied. Born of cold mornings, long roads, and wide open skies. Built in small towns and rising cities. The game moves fast. The pressure's real. Tackles sting. And the moments, they don't fade.
Oh my goodness me! You cannot give him that much time and space!
Every match pushes us forward. Every touch, a step higher. This is the Canadian Premier League on TSN.
Looking for your next car or need expert service? Number 7 Auto Mall has you covered. With hundreds of vehicles ready to drive, you can choose from top brands like Honda, Infiniti, Volkswagen, Toyota, Mazda, and Nissan. Whether it's finding your dream car or getting the best service, our team is here to make it happen at prices that fit your budget. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at number 7 Auto Mall today.
I feel honored being selected for Team Ontario, and I feel like privileged.
People thought that I had something to contribute to this team, and that means a lot.
There's a lot of hard work and dedication that leads into this.
It's a really nice reward for all the hard work that all of us put in.
Okay, girls, it's all yours.
And it's nice to see all the work that everyone puts in to produce talent in this province.
I felt great. I felt like I made it to another step in my life, and I just want to keep on getting better and show what I can do.
I've always wanted to be on the team, so it's really exciting.
Not every kid has the chance to be here and play for Team Ontario, so I'm really proud of myself.
It's super cool to represent where I grew up, and obviously my goal is to go as far as possible.
So I was like just really excited because this is like a really good first step.
It was really exciting, and I was really happy to find out when I got the email.
It feels quite awesome, honestly. It's a great experience.
I feel like I get to perform and show my talents to everyone here watching and Ontario Soccer.
I'm really appreciative. I really like this program and it's amazing here. I really like it.
Walking in, like seeing our names above our jersey, like I've done some stadium tours and it literally like felt like right like that. It felt like we were professional players.
It felt like a pro experience.
It felt really professional.
It was like very professional and stuff. Like I've seen it on like TV and stuff, so it was like that.
It felt like I was walking into like a professional team's change room and then like I'm about to play in a professional game.
It felt like I was like kind of like a professional, like with all my teammates.
It was a really nice experience just to hype us up, maybe get us ready for the game even more.
I'm excited for the games, the results, and to make friendships with the new teammates I have.
I'm really excited to play with the best players in Ontario, playing with them and against them.
I like being challenged like this. It's a great feeling. I love it.
I'm just excited to perform for my coaches, my teammates, and to just show my skills around.
Just be able to play with a couple of my friends, show who I am, and play my greatest abilities, you know?
I'm most excited for playing with new players that aren't on my team that I don't get to see very often and that are from different places like London and Ottawa.
Learn new stuff, score some goals, like help the team win.
Learn about what I can do on my position and just get better, play with better players, and yeah, just improve.
We both played 2012, so having this opportunity to play up with this amazing group of girls has just been awesome.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah, these jerseys are super cool, so they're really nice.
For me, my soccer journey in OPDL started with MilkUP FC. At the time I played for Pickering, but I had moved to MilkUP to play there. I played in there for a couple of years, had a lot of joy there, did really well with the team. The team was really good.
The OPDL provided the environment for real elite class players to play against each other consistently, and so that definitely helped Jade to raise the game and to become the player that she is today.
All right, friends, we're back at it again here from the Zankin Automotive Soccer Center in Vaughan, Ontario. My name's Pierce Lang. This is your MilkUP Ontario Cup 2025 edition. It's the U16 boys. We've got Thunder Bay Chill up 1-0 on Toronto United. Lone goal coming in this one from Kai Cameron. We'll see what Toronto United have up their sleeves here as they look to get themselves back into this one against one of the top teams on the continent, really, when you think about it. Runners up in the USA Cup in Minnesota, one of the more prestigious tournaments in the US. And MilkUP Ontario Indoor Cup champions this past winter as well. Looks like we've had a change in goal here as Hayden Cairns is in goal. An early opportunity here. Headed in towards goal off the crossbar. glorious opportunity going by the wayside as Damian Lucado couldn't get his foot around the ball. It took a bounce on him that I don't think he was expecting. The initial ball going off the crossbar there and landing at the doorstep for Lucado to just bury. He could have done any number of things to trundle that one into the goal, and he managed to mess it up somehow. This is Ian Souza swinging a ball in. Emright playing it back here for Graffy. Emright's gonna try and switch play with the diagonal ball. Great work there by Pestikin. Pestikin swings across in, and there it is! There's your equalizer! What a stone cold finish by Sanjay Ravunthala, drawing his team level here in the 47th minute of play. Sanjay Ravunthala getting his team back into this. Look at that as it comes in top of the 60s. They're all alone in front of goal, and he makes no mistake whatsoever, drawing his team level. And if you were looking for a reaction out of this Toronto United squad, that's the one you wanted. Coach Stephen Van Uvong will be quite pleased with that, as Toronto United came out guns blazing. Here's Nathan Miller. Nathan Miller with a low arch shot, and he brings his team back in front just seconds after the restart. Oftentimes the most dangerous moments of a game are after a restart, and here we see it. Less than a minute later, Nathan Miller in alone on goal. What a finish. He'll be putting that one on his recruiting reel. I'm sure he's got several of those to call back on, but few will be as memorable as this one. You love scoring in a final, and nothing beats doing it in your provincial final. What a calm finish there by that young man. He scored a hat trick in the semis. He's a member of the Provincial Excel program. Ball cleared out for a throw. You can hear Marco Calistro screaming at Liam Giardetti about smashing that ball out like he did. I'm always a fan of that. Just hitting it as hard as you can out of bounds for absolutely no reason. But here's right-hand Emright, unable to control it. Still with the ball is Toronto United as they look to get themselves back again. Here's Podomu. Brother Gordon putting it forward for Nathan Miller to run onto. Miller able to keep it in, but pushed out of bounds at the last second there by Caden Diamond. PowerUp Sports is the official technology partner and member registration system of choice for Ontario Soccer. Bring a unified, secure, and intuitive registration experience to member organizations across the province. Check out powerupsports.com/Ontario to see how their best-in-class technology can help your club succeed on and off the pitch. Ooh, lovely little move there from Alejandro Morcillo. And that cross gobbled up by the goalkeeper for Thunder Bay Chill. And he smashes the ball up over half. Play switched by Gabriel Brenton. Another ball into the box, and Finley Herbert dives onto that.
Tried, not this time.
Working away in the middle is Morcillo. Right hand, Emmerich getting it out wide into the path of Gabriel Brenton, who pops the ball up towards the top of the 18, brought down by Niagu. Niagu with it still, gets it forward, looking for Miller, but it's Diamond able to recover. Diamond and Miller in another good little battle here. Diamond continuing his run. Don't know if his teammates saw him there. It was Pesikin. Here's Diamond with it now at the top of the 18. Diamond pushing through, gets through two defenders, crossed into the middle, headed clear from danger. Podomu with it now. This is Gordon Podomu playing it forward for Nathan Miller. Miller's going to have a look up, and he gets it out into the path of Plasai. Plasai was on the left side here, working his way up that far wing. Unable to keep it in. Good little battle there. He's going to win the corner. Brody Schuler is going to push up into the box. Looks like Dylan Taw will as well. Referee having a word with a few of the boys here, telling them to calm down a little bit. Looks like it was Rayhan Emright and Braden Pearson. Wind got a hold of that ball. Oh, lovely work by Podomu, and he gets it out wide for Plasai, and his shot didn't have nearly enough on it to trouble the keeper. Gaspardo laying it off. This is Niagu. Niagu with his head up. He's found Schuler. Schuler, the intended target, but the pass is blocked. So it's 2-1 here, friends. An opportunity knocking for Thunder Bay as the attacker gets around his man. Another shot in towards goal. That was Liam Giardetti trying to make it 3-1. Miller gave Thunder Bay the lead here moments ago, after Toronto United had tied it up. Substitutions coming here for Thunder Bay as Shuley and Gaspardo come out of the match. Power Up Sports Power Up Sports, our proud partners. We already talked about them a few moments ago. If you're looking to get organized and get your teams registered for your club, they're a great partner to work with. Glad to have them on board as Podomu plays it back to his brother. Thunder Bay happy to just lump the ball up to Miller here as they do have the lead with about a half hour left in this MilkUP Ontario Cup final at the Zankin Automotive Centre in beautiful Vaughan, Ontario. Brenton sending it back for Graffy. Graffy's pass almost intercepted. Lucky to be able to retain that. And we were trying to get it up for Damian Liccato. Vanathala getting it onto the wing for Adonai James. Class-I brings it down. Miller receives it on the far side. Diamond harrying him. Piskin unable to get anything done on that far side. Closed down so quickly. No room to move. Ball worked into the corner. Back into the top of the six. Opportunity here for Toronto United. Liccato with it now. Liccato turns and fires off the crossbar. What a glorious opportunity there for Damian Liccato. He's going to be seeing that one in his nightmares as he goes to ground clutching his head. What an opportunity there for that young man. You only get so many of those moments in your lifetime to bring your team back level in a championship game like this and maybe be the hero down the line. Finley Herbert went up to get a hand to that ball and Adonai James is down. He's up to his feet here. Physio came out to check on him, but he's okay. He's more concerned about a bloody lip than anything else. The Canadian Premier League, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are premier partners of Ontario Soccer and co-presenting partners of the Talented Pathway. For updates and more information, please go to canpl.ca. CA. Charging up the pitch here is Gabriel Brenton. Brenton tries to slip a pass into the path of Ian Souza, but a bit of a miscommunication there between the two men in black, and that ball goes out for a Thunder Bay goal kick here in the 62nd minute. Plenty of time for Toronto to get themselves back into this match, and it's not as though they haven't been without opportunity. That crossbar moments ago was about as close as you're gonna get. Here's Miller battling away to try and win the ball, and he's gonna get the call as well. Ooh, call goes against him. Mateo Graffi gets it into play quickly. Diamond being closed down by Miller. Alan Podomu sends the ball forward. Plasai was the closest man to it in white. Mercado was unable to control that ball, and here it is, popped up into the air. Lovely touch there from Mateo Graffi. James nods the ball forward. Miyagu springing an attack. Miller's in on goal again. He's taken down in the box. No call from the referee. My goodness. That one's going to need a review at some point here. I would love to get another look at that when we have a break. That looked like a clear penalty. Back the other way, or Toronto United. And they decide to calm things down. Adoni James lays it off. Emright. And Souza. That'll be a goal kick. Here's another look at that last run up the pitch. We'll see if we can tell. I don't know. I think he got fouled on that one. You can see how upset he is. I would be too if I was Nathan Miller. Damian Licato's come out of the match for Toronto United. Sounds like Brenton's out too. Glassford and Hilton Biaggi coming in for Toronto United. We'll see if they can spice things up a little bit. Try and guess what Stephen Van Uvong has seen that he wants to alter. Ball goes back to Herbert. Herbert almost had his clearance blocked, and a dangerous opportunity now. You can hear Marco Calistro blowing a gasket here on this near sideline. Understandably so, just mindless play in the back from his keeper and his defenders. Caleb Plasai out of the match. Coming in is Vito Manella. Nathan Cameron came into the game here just a moment ago, I believe, for Ian Souza. Hilton Biaggi. Graffi using his keeper. Donnie James taking the ground, wondering why he didn't get the call. This is Podomu getting it forward to Nathan Miller. Miller in on a challenge on Graffi. James closing his man down, gets a foot in, toe pokes it forward and into the path of Duncan Glassford. Brief moment of respite here for both sides as the man on the far side of the pitch gets his hamstring worked on by a teammate. Touch of cramp there, perhaps. Alan Podomu controlling the ball in his own end. Big long throw by Adoni James. I love seeing that. Ball ends up squirting out to Nathan Miller, but Diamond beat him to it. Gives away a free or a throw in rather that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Coming into the match here is Bennett Gaspardo. Liam Giardetti coming out. I wonder how the conversation between Giardetto and Calistro is going to go after that last miscommunication in the back. I don't think Calistro was none too pleased with his left back. Graffi gets it back. Graffi's solid with the ball at his feet. I really like his play. Scanning the pitch, head up all the time. Perfectly weighted ball into the box, and oh my goodness. Finley Herbert out of his goal. Just the way you want to see a keeper challenging for the ball, and he rushes back to get into position. Oh, goodness gracious me. What a play by the keeper, and he's down on the ground now, and you can understand why as he came flying in here. Look at this. Boom! Just blows his man up there. If he was a linebacker, he'd have caused a fumble for sure. Holy moly. Full head of steam on him, the inertia of that impact. My goodness. But that's exactly what you want to see out of your keeper on a play like that. Absolute fearlessness. Ball cleared out. Thunder Bay can breathe a little sigh of relief. Graffi again looking for a man. Emerite giving it to James. His ball into the box. Hilton Biaggi with it at the top of the 18. He's going to swing a ball in towards the top of the 6. Bouncing around. Finally recovered by Thunder Bay and cleared up towards Miller. Miller's in a foot race here with Diamond. He's going to win this ball, chasing it into the corner. Here's Nathan Miller with his head up, trying to find a man. Not enough players in white coming to give him support, but eventually his cross goes off of Diamond and out for a corner kick. Conversation going on here between Marco Calistro and Finley Herbert. I think Herbert's blown a tire. His shoe might have ripped by the sounds of it. I don't know if I heard that properly. Ball pinging around in the box, and it's going to come out as far as Dylan Taw. He was unable to put it back in and create more problems. Toronto United rushing forward with numbers here. Hilton Biaggi cutting through the middle. All worked out onto the wing. Nathan Cameron with it now. Fabulous defensive work there by Bennett Gaspardo. Dylan Taw is going to clear. Donnie James pushes forward to meet that ball. James is going to have a look towards goal, and he puts that one mere inches wide of Herbert's goal. I want to issue an apology here to young Finley Heber. There's a bit of scribbling on this game sheet that I've got. And I feel like I've done this gentleman a disservice here in the second half by mispronouncing his last name. So a million pardons, especially after that phenomenal display. Sub coming here is Jovan Fiorillo is coming back into the match to replace Sanjay Ravinthala. Ravinthala getting the lone goal here for Toronto United as they look to get themselves back into this match. Down a goal with about 15 minutes left. Donnie James with his head up. As the Bank of Soccer with decades of investing in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to boldly grow the good in business and life by growing our beautiful game. We're honored to work with BMO as a lead partner of Ontario Soccer's Grassroots Empowerment Initiatives and newly announced digital platform, My Soccer, powered by BMO, a cutting-edge app and media platform set to revolutionize the soccer experience for players, coaches, officials, fans, and families throughout Ontario. Dylan Taw playing a ball up for Nathan Miller. Miller is going to get around Diamond. Miller with it still. He's not got numbers, but he does find a man in the front. Donnie James is able to get to it, and he's able to clear. Oh, goodness gracious, what an opportunity that was. Another ball whipped into the box. Miller's header goes off the post. Oh, boy, oh, boy. They are making things interesting here late. Oh boy, you can't ask for much more than that out of your attackers. We're going to have a substitution here for Thunder Bay, as it looks as though Brody Schuler is going to come into this match to shut things down on the defensive end. Close out this game. He's going in there for Vito Manella. Fiorio going back for Graffi. Jovan Fiorio is going to switch play to Adoni James. James playing a ball through the middle. It's intercepted. He's able to recover and block the pass into his own end. Good job slowing up the play. Morcio. Play switched. Hearing the ball on the foot of Hilton Biaggi. Donnie James with plenty of room to work with the ball in front of him. Puts another dangerous ball into the box. No one able to latch on to the end of it, unfortunately. It's going to be a goal kick here for Thunder Bay as they are able to breathe yet again. Toronto United making things interesting here. They've got just over 12 minutes and then whatever additional time to get an equalizer if they're going to force penalties. Glasford was working hard there trying to win the ball back. Emright looking for space, decides to switch play over to the left side and gets the ball into the path of Hilton Biaggi. Hilton Biaggi is going to scan the field looking for someone to cooperate with. Hilton Biaggi being closed down rapidly by Ethan Dewar. Nathan Cameron puts the ball in towards the top of the box. Emright. Ball out wide for Glasford. He has it poked loose and out over the touchline for a corner kick. Looks like Licata is going to come back into this game in a few moments. Left-footed ball swung in top of the six, cleared. Caden Diamond unable to recover it. Cleared up, but only as far as Hilton Biaggi. Here's Hilton Biaggi again recovering a ball for Toronto United. James again with plenty of room to operate, but he's going to calm things down, scan the pitch, look what his best option is. Got a man down here. The referee's blowing his whistle to get the physio a chance to come out and have a look at him. Our referee today is Najib Al-Masri. He's done a pretty decent job so far today. Congratulations to him and his crew. Ryan Ramirez and Shane Hilton are the assistant referees. Eric Nussbaum is the fourth official. Looks like Alan Podomu's back up to his feet. He's going to have to go off for a brief moment in time. referee will let him back on in a moment. Oh boy, what's coming here? Fantastic defensive effort there by Dewar, or Dylan Taw rather that. His clearance was blocked by his own teammate. Fiorillo unable to get through the defenders. Placiais. Ball forward, play on, says the referee. Here's Miller. Ball's going to be brought back. No advantage to be played as Miller was stopped in his tracks. Yellow card sent out there. Didn't quite catch who received that, fortunately. I'll have the official word for you here in just a moment. Thunder Bay will be happy to get a little bit of respite after wave of attack from Thunder Bay in the last few, or from Toronto in the last few minutes. Fantastic work by Hayden Cairns coming out of his goal and winning that ball. But he turns it over promptly. Mateo Graffi wasn't expecting the pressure, probably wasn't expecting the ball either after I'd just been pumping Cairns' tires. And it's a turnover on the foul by Mateo Graffi. Free kick from a dangerous spot. We'll see if Thunder Bay can pull a rabbit out of their hat here. Beautiful ball lofted back post, headed in towards goal and off the post. Oh my goodness, the opportunities have been there for Thunder Bay. Here's Nathan Miller again. He has his pocket picked by Alejandro Morcillo. And it's going to be a goal kick for Toronto United. Oh, free kick. Call going against Nathan Miller. Crunching tackle from Ethan Dewar. Clearance blocked. Bouncing around in the middle. Finally, Hilton Biaggi comes away with it. He's going to calm things down just a touch, but he gives it to Rayhan Emmerite, who's an exciting player and tries to find some excitement immediately putting a ball into the box. About 5 minutes left here, friends. Soon another deserving team will engrave their name into Ontario Cup history and receive their medals and hoist the beautiful Ontario Cup trophy created by Nuthers, the award store. For more than 50 years, Nuthers, the award store, has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at Nuthers.com. Here's Nathan Miller, the danger man. He's got room to work on his left side. He gets around the last man, shot in towards goal. Big save by Cairns. Glorious opportunity. Cairns with another big save in front. Point blank range, and he bats that ball away. We'll get another look at that one here, I'm sure, as the defender is down getting his hamstring worked on. This is Nathan Miller working his way in towards the top of the box. Gets the shot off. Big save there by Cairns. And then he sprawls to his feet and makes a save on the rebound. Fantastic work there from the young Toronto United keeper, keeping his team in this. Thunder Bay continue to turn the screw here against Toronto United. They're up 1, but they've hit the post twice here so far in the second half, I want to say. And certainly Cairns has come up big here in the last couple minutes. Another shot in towards Cairns, and he's going to punch that one over his goal. Out for a corner kick. Sand continuing to slip through the hourglass in this match. Thunder Bay taking their time to get the ball back into play. Absolutely no rush. Sitting on a 1-goal lead with all the pressure piling on to their opponent. Not just the pressure being applied physically and in the game, but also the pressure being applied mentally inside their own heads here. Always such a good test of a young athlete's character. When the game is on the line, how do they react? How do they stay composed? Fabulous work there from Aiden Niagu to retain possession. Fortunate bounce for Thunder Bay. Adoni James is going to go collect it for Toronto United deep in his own end. Gets around his man. He's got Miller to beat now. He's charging up the wing. Miller gets a foot in to win the tackle. Thunder Bay with another opportunity coming here, but looks like the attacker is going to work his way into the corner. Nathan Miller went sliding in for a challenge. Now there's plenty of room for Adoni James to operate, but they're going to have to calm down after Miller gets back to recover. This is Hilton Biaggi looking up the pitch, scanning, trying to find an option. Finally lays it off for Tyler Mellon. Adoni James with lots of room here. Just over a minute left in the full 90. We'll see what the fourth official's got plugged into his light board. Cameron putting a ball into the box. Fiorio unable to get around Podomu, and here we are, friends. Seconds ticking off the clock. Thunder Bay, if they can keep this up, they'll win the double here for Ontario Cups. Indoor and outdoor champions of the MilkUP Ontario Cups at the U16 level. Morcio getting it out onto the wing for Nathan Cameron. Cameron charging back into the middle of the pitch. Switches play. Glassford unable to hold on to it. Adoni James sneaks up and wins the ball back. Ball popped up into the air and headed clear from danger by Brady Schuler. Schuler in with a crunching tackle. And another one. 4 minutes of additional time to be added on. Nathan Miller got a touch to that ball but played it out. Hilton Biaggi coming out. Offensive change here as Licata replaces him. Sanjay Revunthala coming on as well. Looks like he's replacing Glassford. So offensive substitutions here from Stefan Fanavong. Here's Cameron once again. Tom on the ball. Plays it back for Morcillo. Mellon got it over for James. And you'd have to think if Toronto are going to score, James is going to have a hand in it. Free ball in the box. What a fantastic block there at the last second. My word. He's down on the ground, but he's earned the chance to catch his breath. What a block there by Dylan Taw. Have a look at it here on the replay. All alone in front. Toronto United's Cameron was right there, and Dylan Taw sticks a foot out and blocks that shot. What could have been the equalizer goes by the wayside, and here he is clearing the ball up the pitch after his heroics just moments ago. Substitution coming here for Thunder Bay as Jason Taw is coming in. He'll be replacing Kai Cameron. Cameron opened the scoring here today, giving his side the lead. And a look at glory here. There's not going to be a lot of time left on the clock in this one, friends. This is Miller killing off some time down in the corner. Miller with it still, but it goes out for a Thunder Bay throw. You can hear Marco Calistro screaming at his players, just hold it, just hold it. As they look to hold on to the lead here in the dying seconds of this MilkUP Ontario Cup for 2025. One last push here, I have to imagine, up the pitch by Rayhan Emright. Ravunathala gets it out onto the wing for Cameron. Ball cleared up and over the fence. A little more time comes off the clock. James to take the throw. Everybody into the box. Here for Toronto United, Adonai James steps up and launches one. Top of the six, headed in by Cameron. Shot in towards goal, deflected off the defender. Ooh, called a goal kick by the referee. Sigh of relief from the bench here for Thunder Bay. Big booming kick, and that's it. That's our final whistle, friends. Your champions at the U16 level for the MilkUP Ontario Cup are the Thunder Bay Chill. They pull off the double here in 2025. Thank you again to our proud partners for today's event. Special recognition goes to our premier partners from Dairy Farmers of Ontario, who are presenting the MilkUP Ontario Cup. Dairy Farmers of Ontario proudly support youth soccer while driving awareness of the benefits of milk in a healthy and active lifestyle to help young athletes realize their untapped potential. We also extend our gratitude to our broadcast partners, Hub International Insurance Brokers, our premier partners, Toronto FC, DFO, CBL, BMO, and Circle K, our official apparel partners, O'Neill's Sportswear, as well as Respect in Sport, Power Up Sports, and Nuthers, the award store. From everyone here at Ontario Soccer, thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Pierce Lang. Here's a look at our stats before you go. Shots all in favor of Thunder Bay here. 11 on target to 2. Corners in favor of Toronto United because they were trying to get themselves back into this one. But everything else basically even throughout. It was a heck of a game, as you'd expect in any Ontario Cup final. These are games you never want to miss. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next year. Well, we'll see you tomorrow, actually, friends. We're back here with 2 more games. We'll see you then.